what do you consider to be the biggest problem in our country?
Even though it's called the United States of America, I think division is one of the biggest problems. Too many divisions, not just race, but like classism, rich against poor. I think there's too many various divisions in the country.
Okay. And what do you consider to be the biggest problem in our communities?
In the Black community, I'll say jealousy. That's the biggest problem in the Black community. We don't support one another the way they should, afraid someone is going to get more than them. But as a whole, I would say probably, people are struggling, like poverty, a lot of people are homeless, and, a lot of people think that just because you're homeless, you don't have a job, but some people have jobs and still can be homeless. I think, the people in the community, a good number of people are suffering and struggling.
And what about our churches? What do you think the biggest problem in our churches are?
Oh, man. The biggest thing I think with the churches is probably competition. Everybody trying to outdo this place, trying to outdo one another instead of working together. It's they'd rather be competing than completing the good work that God has begun in them. And it's like they said that sometimes you had to run a church like a business, but now a lot of them are running too much like a business. Like I said, with the competition and all the gimmicks, trying to fill the pews.
So what do you think is the biggest issue among clergy?
Pretty much the same thing. Like I said, competition, jealousy. I found out that, as I said earlier, when I was trying to accept my call, and if I knew what I knew now back then, I probably would have started preaching a long time ago, because I was one of the people that thought the preachers had to be perfect before I knew that wasn't nobody perfect but Jesus himself. Because being in some of the pastor studies and hearing some of the private conversations of some of the pastors, it makes me look like I'm a saint compared to the little stuff that the wrong that I do compared to other people. But it's like that stuff a lot of you all won't know, because all you all see is the hooping and hollering on Sunday. And a lot of preachers don't like me because, I call anybody out. It is what it is. Just keep it real.